Come here, my dear Krishna Kanhaya. Come here, my dear Krishna Kanhaya. मैंने तेरे लिए दिल की अंदर मंदिर बनाया. मैंने तेरे लिए दिल की अंदर मंदिर बनाया. For you, my dear, खाना बनाया. For you, my dear, खाना बनाया. मक्खन मिश्री दूध दही खूब मंगाया. मक्खन मिश्री दूध दही खूब मंगाया. So much delay तुमने लगाया. So much delay तुमने लगाया. मैंने तेरे लिए दिल की अंदर मंदिर बनाया. मैंने तेरे लिए दिल की अंदर मंदिर बनाया. Remembering you every day मैं आंसू बहाऊं. Remembering you every day मैं आंसू बहाऊं. Come to my home, my dear, मैं आरती उतारूं. Come to my home, my dear, मैं आरती उतारूं. Why far रहे कन्हैया. Why far रहे कन्हैया. मैंने तेरे लिए दिल की अंदर मंदिर बनाया. मैंने तेरे लिए दिल की अंदर मंदिर बनाया. मैंने तेरे लिए दिल की अंदर मंदिर बनाया. मैंने तेरे लिए दिल की अंदर मंदिर बनाया.
Krishna Krishna. Are young children, are you ready today for Sri Krishna's Butter Bash? Are you all ready? Are you all excited? Oh, all the Gopas were so excited that today they are going to go and eat a lot of butter and have a butter party. When all the Gopis had gone to the river to fill water, the Gopas, along with their leader, Krishna, they came to the village. They were looking out for those homes that were empty without people. And what did they see? There was this one house where the door was open and there was no one inside. And there were so many pots of milk, curds, and you know what? Butter. One of the big boys, he went there close to the door and said, Krishna, Krishna, come. Krishna, come. The door is open and there's lots of butter here. Krishna stopped him, even though he was the smallest of them all. He stopped him and he said, come here. When you go to steal, you don't go from the door. So he says, from where will we go? He said, from the window. When they went to the window was quite high. The boys were all so small. How will they go from the window? They said, Krishna, the window is very high. Krishna said, don't cry. He called that big fellow and told him, you get down on your four, and everybody climbed over him and jumped into the house from the window. And one by one, tupuk, 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 tupuk. Everyone went into the house from the window. But how did the big fellow go? He went from the door. When they went inside, there were pots of butter, curds. Oh, they had such a wonderful time. They ate butter. They put butter on each other's mouth. They had butter on the floor and they went on skidding on the butter. They had butter patches on the wall and they threw butter at each other. Oh, it was so much fun. And even the monkeys came there and they fed them butter. Oh, it was so much fun. And they had a belly full of butter. There was butter in their hands. There was butter on their mouths. There was butter on their cheeks. And there was butter everywhere. Oh, they were so happy. And they went from there. But when the gopis came back, and each day they saw their house was raided and there was butter everywhere. Pots were broken. They were wondering, who is this butter thief? Who is this butter thief? Who? Shh. Nobody's going to tell. It's our secret. The gopis did not know. But all the children of the gopis, the gopas, very well knew what was happening. But nobody said anything. Like that, they had many butter bashes. And no one came to know who is the butter thief. However, one day, the gopis thought that who is stealing the butter? So they decided that they are going to hang the butter from the top with ropes and keep it high up so that no one can take their butter easily. So all of them got ropes, tied their pots and hung it from the roof. That day when all the gopas came home, what did they see? In the house of the gopis, all the butter pots were high up. The gopas started crying, Krishna, how can we have our butter party today? The pots are so high. How can we reach there? Krishna says, don't cry. What does Krishna say? Don't cry. If you think, there is always a way. They said, but there is no ladder, there is no stool, and the pots are so high and we are so short. Krishna said, don't complain. If you think, there is a way. So he said, how can we get it? We are hungry. Krishna said, wait, come here. Let me think. And the little Krishna thinks, he says, 5 of you come down and go on the floor on all your 4. Your 2 hands and your 2 knees. Now when they all became horses with their heads in the middle, he said, now 4 of you go on to the top. Then 3 of you go on to the top of the 4. And you know, even the birds were so fascinated to see this pyramid, and on 2 of them went on to the top of the 3. And who went on the top? Yes, right, it was Krishna. And when he went on the top and he put his hand in the butter pot, balancing, he put his hand in the butter pot, and when he took out that butter and he ate it, it was butterly delicious. Everybody with their mouth open. Krishna, give us butter. Krishna, give us butter. He took out butter and he started throwing butter balls at everybody. And all the children were grabbing, they were trying to catch those butter balls and eat those balls. But the ones who were in the pyramid, they were also putting their mouth up, give us butter. So you know what Krishna did? He broke the butter pot and all the butter came flowing down like a fountain. And all the boys were gathering that butter and eating. It was like a butter fondue. And they had so much fun climbing over each other, breaking the pots, eating the butter, and playing their butter games. And the butter games was sliding on the butter. Oh, they had games where they danced on the butter and they slipped and they fell down and they laughed at each other. Oh, they had so much fun. And even the monkeys used to come there and they used to start laughing and asking for butter, and they used to feed the monkeys also butter. But one day, there Krishna happened to go to the house of this very special gopi. She was the biggest, the largest gopi of the village. And she, having put up a lot of makeup on her face, wearing beautiful clothes. She was so huge and carrying a pot in her hand, and she was walking towards the river to gather water. And when she was walking, it was dum, 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 dum. And she was carrying her water pot, and she thought she was so beautiful. So she was swaying her hands, smiling at all the people there. And just when she came close to the river, she stepped upon a banana peel, and zwing, she fell down. And with such a thud, tudum, she fell down. There was like an earthquake. And that is the time Krishna was right up there, and he started shaking. Everybody wondered what happened. But this gopi, when she fell down, she had become all dirty. She got up, her clothes were dirty. Her pot had fallen and broken. She was tearing, she was crying, and all her black eyeliner started flowing from her face. She thought, how will I go to the river? All the other gopis will see. And people like teasing, no? And they will tease her. Fat gopi fell down, fat gopi fell down. She starts feeling so bad about it. We should not tease, but people sometimes tease. And fat gopi fell down, fat gopi fell down. She would feel so sad. She would feel so sad. So she came back home. And just when she came inside her house, what did she see? These children over each other, and children running here, butter everywhere, pots broken. She yelled, "What is happening?" Oh, suddenly everybody saw her shouting away, and she was coughing away because she was screaming. "What are you all doing?" They got so frightened. Some ran and jumped straight from the window. They dived from the window. Others tried to run under her. And somebody ran from there. Somebody ran from there. Everybody ran. And the whole pyramid also fell down. Everybody ran away. And who was left hanging up there? Krishna Kanhaiya was hanging up there. That gopi put her hand on her hips and said, "Kanhaiya." And Krishna is holding the pot and hanging from the pot, and he says, "Yes, gopi auntie." She said, "Kanhaiya, what are you doing up there?" He said, "Gopi auntie, gopi auntie, gopi auntie, gopi auntie. You know gopi auntie?" She said, "What do I know?" "Gopi auntie, gopi auntie. When I was in the forest, my white calf disappeared." She said, "So?" But the white calf disappeared, and I was searching for my calf, and I came to the village. I couldn't find him anywhere. So he said, "Then?" So then I came to your house. He said, "Then?" And then, I saw something white in the pot. So I was looking into the pot whether my calf is there. Kanhaiya did not know what to say. And the gopi auntie looked at him and said, "Kanhaiya, you mean to say your calf is in the pot?" He said, "No, gopi auntie." "Then what are you doing up there?" He says, "Coming down." And he left the pot and he came down. And when he came down, she caught hold of him and said, "I am going to take you to your mother and tell everybody who is the butter thief." But Shri Krishna's soft hand, full of butter, slipped from her hand, and by the time she could catch his buttery body, he just ran away from there. And Krishna went zwing, 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 zwing. He ran. And the big gopi auntie went after him. Dudum, 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 dudum. She ran after him. But Kanhaiya ran so fast and quickly wiped himself, went to his house and went and sat there on the parapet, watching his mother Yashoda, and then decided to go inside the room and sit in the room when he saw the Gopi auntie who had collected all other gopis and told them, do you know who's the butter thief? I have seen the butter thief. I have seen the butter thief. The gopi said, who's the butter thief? Who's the butter thief? Who's the butter thief? You told? You told? No. The big gopi told them, I saw with my own house, in my own eyes, in my own house, I saw the butter thief. They said, who is it? They said, Nandalala, Yashoda Bala, that Kanhaiya, Krishna. They said, Krishna? Said, yes. With all the children, he comes and steals the butter. They went to Yashoda Maiyaa and they told Yashoda Maiyaa, Yashoda Maiyaa, Yashoda Maiyaa. Yashoda said, what happened? They said, Yashoda Maiyaa, do you know that there has been a lot of stealing in Gokul? She said, stealing in Gokul? He said, yes. All our house, the butter has been stolen. He said, butter? Yes, there is a butter thief who has stolen butter from all our homes. She said, nobody has stolen butter from my home. The gopi said, that is because the thief is in your house. The butter thief is in your house. Yashoda Maiyaa said, butter thief in my house? Who? Your Kanhaiya, your Krishna. She said, why will my Krishna steal butter? I have got so much butter. I make so much butter. Why will my Krishna steal butter? My Krishna to hardly eats anything. Have you seen how thin he has become? They said, he hardly eats in your house because he eats in our house. And your cute chubby Krishna is thin. And he's thin because he runs around here everywhere stealing butter. She said, my Kanhaiya cannot steal, and why will my Kanhaiya steal? They said, you go ask him. So she got up from her churning butter pot, very sad that these gopis are complaining about her child. And she went into the room, and what does she see? Kanhaiya saw that Maiyaa is coming and she is upset. So immediately he looks out of the window and he tells to the parrot outside in the window. And see, the cute little sound that you hear was that little parrot. And that parrot was sitting there listening to Krishna's talking. And Krishna is saying, oh, little parrot, who is the sweetest? Who is the loveliest mama in the world? Do you know? It is my mama. My maiyaa is the sweetest, loveliest. She never scolds me. She always loves me. And do you know how much she feeds me? And she loves me so much. She is the loveliest. She is the most beautiful. And he's telling that to the parrot. Mother Yashoda hears this, but she comes and says, Kanhaiya. He looks at Maiyaa. He said, yes, Maiyaa. I was just talking about you to the parrot. She said, leave that aside. Did you steal butter? Kanhaiya opened his eyes big and started blinking and says, Maiyaa, what is stealing? What is stealing? She said, you don't know what is stealing? No, Maiyaa. What is stealing? She says, when you take something from someone which does not belong to you, without asking them, That is called as stealing. Kanhaiya said, no, mother, I have not stolen anything. I have not taken anything from anyone which does not belong to me. Then maiyaa said, then why all these gopis are coming and complaining about you? He said, maiyaa, I do not know why they are doing this. They always try to catch me somewhere. They always want to see me. They always want to hug me. I said, why? Because I'm so cute. Maiyaa smiled when Kanhaiya said like this. She knows he's absolutely cute. And she knows that he is so irresistible. But she says, but they say that you stole butter. No, maiyaa, I did not take any butter that does not belong to me. So she said, you sure? He says, really, mama? Really, maiyaa? Maiyaa says, and then maiyaa saw there was butter on the cheeks of Krishna beside his lips. She said, Kanhaiya, did you eat any butter? He said, no, maiyaa. Then where is this butter on your cheeks from? He said, maiyaa, I didn't eat any butter at home. He said, but where is this butter on your cheeks from? And she took out and showed. He says, that no. Maiyaa, this is why I'm telling you, these gopis, they trouble me so much. They meet me on the road, and whenever they see me anywhere, they come there, cho sweet, cho sweet, cho sweet. They come and pluck my cheeks with their buttery, buttery hands. And see, they put all this butter on me. Chip, chip. Tell them, don't trouble me. Yashoda Maiyaa went back and told the gopis, see, my Kanhaiya doesn't even know what is stealing. The big gopi auntie said, Are, I saw him stealing from my house. But Yashoda Maiyaa said, listen, don't unnecessarily complain about my son and stop troubling him and stop complaining about him. Go. Gopi auntie said, I'm telling you, your boy is becoming naughty. No. She said, go, go. My Kanhaiya is very sweet. My Kanhaiya is very nice. And the gopis went from there. But Gopi auntie said, I will bring him next time red-handed. No, not red-handed, butter-handed. Then you can see what your Kanhaiya is up to. Yashoda Maiyaa said, okay, you bring me. My Kanhaiya is sitting at home. And Kanhaiya was peacefully looking from behind and seeing Yashoda Maiyaa scold the gopis. And the gopis went away. Now, what is going to happen next? Krishna Krishna.
Come here, my dear Krishna Kanhaiya. Come here, my dear Krishna Kanhaiya. मैंने तेरे लिए दिल की अंदर मंदिर बनाया. मैंने तेरे लिए दिल की अंदर मंदिर बनाया. For you, my dear, खाना बनाया. For you, my dear, खाना बनाया. मक्खन मिश्री दूध दही खूब मंगाया. मक्खन मिश्री दूध दही खूब मंगाया. So much delay, तुमने लगाया. So much delay, तुमने लगाया. मैंने तेरे लिए दिल की अंदर मंदिर बनाया. मैंने तेरे लिए दिल की अंदर मंदिर बनाया. Remembering you every day मैं आंसू बहाऊं, remembering you every day मैं आंसू बहाऊं. Come to my home, my dear, मैं आरती उतारूं. Come to my home, my dear, मैं आरती उतारूं. Why far रहे कन्हैया, why far रहे कन्हैया. मैंने तेरे लिए दिल के अंदर मंदिर बनाया, मैंने तेरे लिए दिल के अंदर मंदिर बनाया, मैंने तेरे लिए दिल के अंदर मंदिर बनाया, मैंने तेरे लिए दिल के अंदर मंदिर बनाया.
ॐ भूर्भुवः सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्.